Don't jump!
Okay, Dante, what did you think about the flour tortillas?
Good.
Okay, I don't believe you because you just said that you agreed with your father that the fish was too thin. And earlier when I asked you what you thought of your food, you were like, it was perfect.
It is.
It came with some corn tortillas, which... I started with water, and then my gorgeous wife ordered, she likes to get her tea half. Go ahead, baby.
I like half sweet, half unsweet tea, and this tea, I guess their sweet tea has a lot of lemon flavor, because they said that they put a lot of the lemon flavored, I don't know what, but some lemon flavoring in there, and it was really good. It was very lemony. So if you like the lemon flavored teas, that tea is definitely something that you would like.
I agree. And after she got the half sweet, half unsweet, it reminded me, usually when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I like to get tea as well. I wasn't going to get a Coke, but instead I got a tea, and I'm very glad I did. It was good. I liked it. This passes the test, and look, it was so good that I got one to go, and so did my gorgeous wife.
And honestly, if you don't like them too sweet, like this is half sweet, half unsweet, and it actually still tastes really sweet. It's not too unsweet. And I'm not a huge fan of like super lemony teas, but it was actually really good. And yes, I get Benny.
The first thing we got were chips.
So like the chips that they bring with the chips that they bring when you sit down.
And
Excuse me, kind of like the free appetizers, I guess, if you will.
Yes. And
they came with salsa and beans. And the beans had like queso fresco in it, and the beans were really good. But they were black beans. They weren't. They weren't.
And my wife is very picky about beans, by the way, so that's a pretty good compliment.
Actually, I am, and they were really, really good. Like, so the chips and the beans were yummy.
And the salsa was okay. I tried the salsa. I had to try everything.
It was okay.
It was okay, yeah.
It was okay.
But I agree, the beans were better. Hey, what's going on? That's a lot of spanking
There's
back
a
there.
child. What the heck?
What's going on?
Oh, I blur this out.
All right.
Battle goes.
How is the fish? Huh?
I said good. I have to do.
I want to see if you like it.
Here, take this one.
Good?
How is it?
What do you think? All right, and then... Thank you, Diego. My description of the corn tortillas is that.
Okay, the panchos were light on the meat. There wasn't very much meat. The
That's
meat
very
was
true.
very, like, teeny tiny in terms of the way that it was cut. And so it wasn't really very flavorful. It wasn't really the greatest. The beans were kind of watery, and there was not, like, toppings on every, like, chip, basically. I know that sounds bad because you can't get toppings on every chip, but the toppings were really unevenly distributed, so we ended up with just a big pile of chips that were like naked chips at the very end. And so maybe that's also a point of criticism, I suppose. The cheese was really great. The
crema, I love the
beans,
crema.
yeah, the crema was delicious.
Let us know good.
Although the beans were watery, they were flavorful, so that was really good. But again, just like the ratios were kind of off, and then
The chips that I chose to get had more meat, lettuce, tomato. I chose not to get the naked
but he had to
chips.
very specifically find those chips and choose said
Yes, I did.
chips because it
gotta
wasn't
do
like
what you
they were
gotta do.
available throughout the entire thing. It's not like, oh, every chip has lots of stuff. Yum. Like you had to seek for
You
them.
look so gorgeous, honey. You do. It's true. But yes, I did search, because search I will. If I want a good chip, I'm not gonna just go for a naked chip or a regular chip. I'm gonna put stuff on it. And that's exactly what I did. But we have had panchos that had way more chunks of meat in there. This one was more of a sliced up, real chopped up, real small bits and pieces of meat. So I have to agree with that. But let me see if I
So
leave anything
honestly,
out.
between from a 1 to 5 with those panchos, I would probably say like maybe
Whoa, careful, baby.
okay.
We need your rating. for
Maybe
this.
like I don't want to be rude though.
You have to.
Maybe like a 2.5 or a 3
Okay.
is what I'd say, to be quite honest. And therein lies my
Be quiet.
assessment. Hi Diego, what did you think of your food? It was good?
You got a little bit of fish.
Oh, okay. What did Knuckles think?
Good.
Okay, Dante, what about you? Perfect, eh? Deanie, what did you think about your food? Honestly.
I think it was perfect. Pretty good.
You're so sweet. That's awesome. I'm glad. Okay, your turn, honey.
Let me tell you something. I know fideo. I've had it growing up as a kid. My grandma and my mother would make the best fideo on the planet. I tried this one. That was all right. But you know what? And I got the fideo with fajita and beans. So I wanted to try, you know, not just the fideo, but with more than just the fideo. And there were some pieces of meat in there that were like the rubbery, you know, got little pieces of rubbery fajita where I think it really interrupted my whole overall, you know, experience. Yes. So I have to give that fideo from 1 to 5. I give it a I ate all of it. That's because I was very hungry, and I did try everybody's plate. But I give that fideo, I give it a man. I mean, it's kind of hard when I say even the fideo from Siempre Natural is. I feel like that one's better, but yet doesn't have as much stuff in it. So I have to give it a 2. I was gonna give it a 3, but I'll give it a 2. I tried everybody else's meal too. So let me just give you my overall results for that. I like the best thing that was on that table were the panchos. I have had better, but these were good. I'll give them like a 4. I had a bite of my Dean's burger, and the patty was juicy. The buns were soft and warm, and
Hey, yo.
it's hard to judge without everything else, because I like lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayo and mustard, or mayo or mustard. But I have to give that, just for it being plain and dry. It wasn't dry at all, because I said it was juicy, didn't I? a juicy burger, so it wasn't really dry. But I do give it a.
Editors.
I'll give it a 4. Now the fish, I know they liked it. They said they liked it. That was some thin fish, if I've ever seen any. So I feel like I could have taken them to the beach and used them as surfboards. Like seriously, those were some thin fish. I've definitely had way better fish. And El Porton, you know what? I've had better fish for sure.
Stop doing a wrestling
I've had
promo. Stop.
I've had way better fish before. So try frying them apples. No, but the fries were good.
Delicious,
I did
actually.
try. I did try some the fries. The fries I give a 3 out of 5.
They were unseasoned.
3 out of 5. They were still good, even though they were unseasoned. They were good. You have some fries that they're either too crispy or too soft. These were perfect. They just need some seasoning. You're right. So that's why I give it a 3. But the fish I give I gotta give it a 2. Sorry, I had way better. Too flat. Too flat. Next time we're gonna visit another spot and we'll review that one too. But overall, what's the experience, guys? I want to say overall it was about a 3.
Yeah.
About a 3.
I'll be a 3.
I agree. Absolutely. Woo! On to the next one.